Yo, yo, yo. You're watching Crown Cup Season 4. I'm Zeus, this is Sherman, and I'm pumped.
Hello, mate. Uh, well, it's a pleasure to be back. I've missed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Today we've got a brilliant match between APL Mercurius and LSG Hexed. I'm certainly excited. I'm hoping LSG Hexed can work some magic today, but it won't be with any of the new characters because they're still banned.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I think I've
it
been
makes
quite enjoying the
sense.
new character.
You
I've
you
been
want to
quite
give
enjoying
people
the
a
new
bit of time
characters.
to adjust.
Yeah, I think Domino being quite frank. she got slightly nerfed for the whole
Yeah,
E perk. I mean
didn't do
E
much.
ability. It did a little bit. Made it to the point where you don't just instantly get your health back off of one E, but it's still quite busted. Emre's ult is
Yeah,
still stupid. I hate that
yeah,
character. The cat is a obliteration of a awful design. I despise it to my core. I like Mitsuki. I like Anran to some extent.
yeah. But first of all, we've got a brilliant bracket overall from the entire Swiss stage so far. I think these are the team's second or third matches. Actually, yeah, we've seen we see currently, and both of these teams are uh, lower down in the bracket, if I remember
Yeah,
if I see that correctly. So they'll probably be looking to claw their way up because only the top 8 teams overall qualify to playoffs. So it's real competitive for those top slots.
I'm not 1,000,000% sure on how many games we have left, but I'm guessing it's still possible for them to qualify. Obviously,
Um,
I know San Francisco slops as I play with them sometimes. I coach Theseus. I love those guys. They're incredible. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, it's still definitely doable. Every win will count for these teams from now on.
yeah, absolutely. If you're losing early on, you really have to claw your way back up through the ranks, but you can do it. It's still possible, and I'm certainly excited to see if these teams have been getting better as their matches have gone on, because if you're able to see fast improvement in a short amount of time, that's really, really good for morale, and that is a big impact in how people do in esports. So I'm really excited to see what these teams can pull out today. I think it's going to be a really interesting match. We see we also have a challenger bracket that I am excited to see what's going on here. It is a essentially round robin to determine a grand final here um, between these 3 teams. So I'm not sure who's going to win. I'm personally backing Unicorn Rage just because of the name. Unicorns shouldn't be angry. That doesn't seem right, but
I mean, I quite like that monkey, that little monkey logo. It's quite cool. Again, I haven't watched any of the higher bracket matches yet. I have to look back at some of those, but yeah, grand finals coming soon
yeah,
for it, hopefully.
yeah, I'm pumped. It's going to be a good time.
Should we have a look at some of the other
Uh,
teams whilst we're waiting?
I mean, maybe
Yes,
it,
yeah, let's look at the rosters. Why
yeah,
not?
I mean, looking at these rosters, I think we're going to see a reasonable amount of Russian brawl here. Both teams really like those faster paced, like
Faster
speed boost
paced
your
comps.
tank in style comps,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
are
yeah.
interesting. With Lucio not being so good as he has been for most of Overwatch's lifespan, teams are definitely looking at incorporating him less. But he's still so good for boosting an entire team in
Yeah,
consistently that he's used widely, even if he's not necessarily good individually. So I'm interested to see if teams are going for what's technically meta or going for the more theoretical game and subscribing to what is generally considered to be a better better way to play the game for organized play where you have clear communication.
yeah, 100%. I mean, some things we can tell you about Mercury. So their favorite comp is Brawl, as you said. They're going to prefer these more kind of faster paced brawly style team comps. Their favorite mode is Escort, which I'm very happy with. I like Dorado. I like Circuit. I like Havana. I like Escort maps. I'm very happy with this. Unfortunately, their favorite meta is Doom meta. That is slimy. That is that's changing my opinion on this team heavily. But yeah, the
I
only
don't know.
information
I
we
think
really,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Other than that, I like this team so far. Looking at their hero
And
pools.
we are going to see APL have chosen to play on Samoa first. I really like Samoa. I think Samoa is a lot of fun. So I'm excited to see what the teams can pull out here. I'm excited to see what they can do. Because it's very close quarters. It is arguably the most brawl heavy map in the game.
Yeah, around. Oh, okay. Well, first hero bans: Mercury banning Zara and
Ooh.
LGS Hex banning Anna. Strange bans in my opinion. I don't mind a Zarya ban. Personally, I despise the character, so I'm more than happy to see her gone. But I
Eh,
don't think pulling her out for a ban on Samoa is the smartest thing. When there's definitely going to be maps where she's more dominant later
I mean,
in later rounds.
potentially, but she's still really good on Samoa. And I think it's we are going to get a comfort ban out first so we can get points on the board early on. Anna's also an interesting one. If you think your opponents are running something like Malga or uh, Orisa health based tanks, I know they're not the best in the game right now, but Anna's really strong against that. So potentially banning her, no, because she's going to. Yeah, okay, never mind. Ignore my train of thought. It was stupid. I mean, potentially looking to block out anti-dive comps or dive comps in general because we see a lot of Brigana being a really good staple of the
Yeah.
game, and it forces your opponents to swap to something like Kiriko, um, or if you're feeling Tracy, maybe even Zen.
Yeah. I mean, I just think Anna all round's a safe ban. Again,
Yeah.
don't know about it here when there's definitely going to be dive maps for the future where I think it should be a lot better suited for a ban. I think Anna Brig, in terms of a dive comp, is the best you can have. So it's an interesting ban for me.
Yeah, absolutely. But we are going straight into it now in um, just a couple seconds, hopefully. And ooh, we already see the bull choice. That is interesting. And LGS, a very displacement heavy comp. Almost all their characters have some form of CC. That is going to be really difficult and frustrating for APL
Yeah,
Mercurius to deal with.
yeah, very. I would say more of definitely a rushy style from LPL Mercury, the whole Ram Lucy comp. They do swap onto the Genji after the TP, which is quite standard. I look for their rotate left side.
Yeah, bull looking to come around here and I believe manages to find an opportunity in that back angle with Genji looking for some angles here, getting a little bit of chip damage off, dashes in, Kiriko forced a retreat and dies themselves. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, very fast. It's still going to be fair. It's still winnable. I think that will seal up the fight. And very quick. I think LGS Hexed needs to be a little bit more. I mean, I'm sorry, Mercury. Sorry, needs to be a little bit more careful with how they use their comp. They kind of only have one push, and that's it. With the ram form, they need to be careful.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, Bull looking to just wait on this off angle here a little bit. It's an interesting choice, and with APL completely rotating up onto high ground, it's not going to pay off quite how they thought, but they are going to be able to dive that backline and deal a lot of damage in the process, forcing out Kiriko Suzu. And now Lucio getting very displaced. APL have managed to fully rotate back through the opponent, through the enemy team into that side of us. An interesting way to take a fight. I'm not sure if it's going to work. They certainly got some kills off the back of it, but with Encore managing to get 3, I believe, it's not going to be enough.
Again, I think they're kind of misunderstanding the whole point of the ball comp. I think them rotating as 5 with this comp is a little bit silly. Like, there's no point sending all of them 5. They're just going to keep hitting their rotation. They need to be a lot more smart with where they go. Ideally, do a 3-2 split with the cast to go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is probably the best bet. And with the bull coming out here with excavation initiation, that is going to open up 2 kills on the board for LGS now. Absentina also falling. That is not going to go great for APL overall here, as LGS at 60% recap the point.
Very, very fast fight. That's kind of what you want from the ball comp. APL Mercury are running up on 4 ults coming up, so it's going to be quite hard next fight for Hexed. They are looking to rotate top again, which is quite good for their comp. They need to be careful again playing against this Genji Blade in a tight space.
We're going to see B coming out here, able to slam down onto the cast, looking to get a pick in this backline here, but with the pocket, will still be able to find it, as that is a rough set of kills for APL as half their team falls.
Very fast fights. Again, I think so far Hex have definitely been a lot more clean with their with their rotations. Their engage is looking really nice. They do get a touch from the Genji.
And with the Ruyangao onto ball, that is going to be a strong opportunity to engage. Encore popping Blade, able to get several kills.
Ooh.
Getting 3 overall, that is nasty business. And with Bull left, 1v4, they might die, they might be able to escape, but it does not look likely.
Yep, very, very clean made from Encore. I think they do swap onto their Doom again instead of the Ram, which I think fits this comp a little bit nicer, a lot more fast. Can be a lot more faster on the rotations. It's a lot nicer to shut down the Cassidy from LGS Hexed. I think it's quite a smart swap from Mercury.
Now we're looking for Venture in the backline here, trying to find an angle and an opening to punish their opponents, and misses the cast, but is able to try and recover from it. With that beat coming out, that beat is going to be clutch overall for the survivability, but it's not going to quite do enough. Genji almost falling off the map, and Pruda almost following soon after. Able to get that kill, popping excavation initiation with only a Doomfist on the objective. That is going to be easy pickings for LGS, and they are going to cap that first point.
Very, very, very nice point from LGS. I think this comp is definitely something they're strong at. Looking at how they're playing it. Very, very clean engages. Cannot complain so far. But I do think Mercury are definitely they have a smart head on their shoulders, realizing that the Ram is getting really caught out in the rotations against this kind of faster paced comps. So something to their Doom was definitely a lot smarter. Don't know what to say actually looking at this.
Now,
I think maybe going with the Zarya ban was definitely a smarter pick if they know they're playing against a Wrecking Ball.
Absolutely, and LGS, Anna is decent against Bull. Being able to sleep such a big target can be quite punishing, so potentially that was their theory there, but I'm not entirely sure what they were hoping to do with that. It seems to be working for them regardless, so I wouldn't complain too much. And with Venture getting killed so early on by Uncle, that is going to be a rough start for LGS. LPL already having an early lead.
Yeah, just a kind of beat. Both comps right now playing decently fast paced. Obviously, with the whole Lucio Kiri, it's going to be faster than this Wuyang Kiri, so they need to be they still need to be a lot more careful of how they look for their engages. Look for a little bit of a stall here. Can't hold up for much longer.
Roman looking to go up onto the high ground here, able to get a kill from the back of that. That was a really, really clean play, and just shows how good this Bull is at understanding their kit and ability. Now Lucio coming in, trying to contest, and he's ultimately going to get pretty harshly punished for it. It does fall now with 16 and 3% on the board. That was a long fight for not much point to be taken.
Yeah, very, very long fight. We are looking at really close to minefields though from LGS Hexed and Wheeling up, to be honest. So and High Noon. So definitely not a fight that was going to be overlooked.
No, absolutely not. Especially with Doom punches like that. I didn't see it, but it looked to be great. And that is a second kill for LGS. They are making quick work of their opponents here. APL isn't. Have a sorry, it's the bug in the kill feed that's still going on.
Yeah. I mean, nice looking minefield to try and sort out the point a little bit longer, forcing Lucio out to the left side. All needs to get out of it for the mega.
Yeah. Looking to re-engage, potentially trying to find a kill onto a backline here, and I mean, it looks cool. Doesn't do much, but it certainly looks really cool.
I think one thing, like this ball needs to be very careful with how he's using his shield so far. I mean, the engages have been quite nice, most of them, but if he keeps using his shield in every engage, his uptime's going to be a lot lower.
Yeah. I mean, he's not been dying too much, but I do have to agree. Now, nice kill onto Vendetta there, with Lucio coming in, trying to wall ride and fight this Curie. Is not quite going to find the value they want to, but with Wu Yang looking low, is almost going to be able to kill them. Won't quite. Absentina able to get that follow-up, and High Noon being popped, trying to swing around this corner, does not find a kill with it, but potentially finds an opportunity to punish Doom. Not properly though, with Encore getting that final hit, and that is a recaptured point for APL Mercurius.
Definitely a lot closer than the last point before. Looking to go more toward the sides of APL. I'm not so sure about that beat, but yeah.
No. I mean,
yeah,
sometimes you
closer.
just get into it, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a misplay.
Lucio players are Lucio players. You can't. They're on their own.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really
They're a
unlucky
different
pulse bomb. That's a really unlucky pulse.
Oh, hitting themselves with the plus. That is rough. Now, Bull coming around this corner here.
Oh, they're gonna have to get switched. Yeah. Gets you down on point. All the string gauge a little bit.
Bull looking low, but he's able to get the big man Alex. Let's hope he's not big man Ajax in a minute.
I mean, based on that last beat, I don't know how. I don't know what to say about that. They can definitely farm another beat for this point. Only having Dumont in the bank isn't exactly great, with LGS Hexed having shock and mines for their rotation.
Tracer going in here, able to knock back Hanama. Something like that. Looking for a kill in this backline here, looking for an opening, and is going to trace down the Tracer as Alex managing to get a kill onto that backline, getting a second. This Lucio's wild the 360. I'm not sure LGS have much they can do here, even with a Bull and Venture.
It's looking like a semi-decent stall. They can definitely hold it out for a little bit longer. Soldier has come back, so that's four of them now. This is definitely fightable.
They've stalled. They've done their job. Although Lucio looks very low, being chased down by Doom and does get hit. Doom able to get both supports there. It's going to remove almost all stopping power their opponents have, especially with a beat coming out here. That makes Mercurius almost invincible against their enemies right now, and they are going to find the follow-up they need onto that able to get the kill, but it's still not going to matter with 99%. It is going to... Oh my god!
Lucy gets the touch again!
Lucio getting in at the last second. I'm not sure how much it's going to do, but it certainly was awesome.
Oh, very, very, very close. This is definitely a lot better than the first point. There's coconuts everywhere. Definitely a lot better than the first point.
A quick turnaround from APL there, showing that they just needed to warm up a little bit, and they might still be able to clutch it up overall.
I mean, look, I think all around now they've kind of, like you said, now they've kind of warmed up. Obviously, this can't be a lot more fast paced. They need to be in a very, very strong mentality, playing as a team, playing together off Doom engages. Letting their Genji set up, they need to be a lot more vocal. Obviously, this is kind of the same for AGL, but playing Venture kind of gives them a bit of leeway. They can have as informed. For me right now, I want APL Mercury to take this. Look at this comp. I see why they say they like Doom meta now. This is quite fun to look at.
Yeah, Doom meta can be really fun, but it's also kind of stupid. And with a Doom and Bull, they're just running around circling each other's backlines, and the backlines are stressing out about it.
quite a nice opening pick onto the carry from the Soldier. Obviously, the longer fights that they have, the Soldier's going to get a lot more value from LGS Hex. That's awesome. That's a really nice pick from Encore.
Wait, no. Encore getting the kill.
It's sort of a close fight. It's 2 on point.
Yeah.
Bullets for the engage on the Soldier.
The punch though. It's looking a bit rough for APL overall here, as they're not able to find much value, but neither are their opponents. It is currently a bit of a stalemate on the objective right now, as teams just circle each other in weird ways, as most of as the backlines look to just survive. But with LGS finally no, never mind.
No.
Spoke too soon.
The Soldier's 1 on point. Oh, I think Doom getting low. Can he stall it? Can he stall it?
3 or 4 kills there, I'm not certain because of the bug, but that is going to be them capping now.
I think kind of the nail in the coffin was Doom getting low near the end of that fight. This battle's going to be very hard to keep Doom up. Obviously, quite a long fight against the Bull.
Having
a lot of health, yeah.
Well, Bull already having ult, that is going to provide some opportunity for crowd control. Bull isn't the best in the world, so they may struggle a little bit with trying to
you can't overlook Encore here. Encore does have Blade though.
Encore does now have Blade. They've been able to farm that up, and Encore does use it immediately after getting a kill onto Venture. Finds a second and a third. Are they going to get that fourth? They absolutely are. That is gorgeous. Incredible work from
very clean Blade from Encore. I pretty much called it on the dot. I'm very happy with that. Okay, APL are getting close to their Kitsu and Doom. That's a really nice pick from Encore onto the Venture as well, just keeping the staggers rolling. LGS do have Shock, OC, they have a lot of ults coming up, they're only missing mine, so it's going to be a really strong fight for LGS. Doom did look for a little short engage on Storm.
Quite spread out teams with one member of LGS on the backline. That is cool, looking to just come through and cap point, forcing the enemy team to fully rotate. And with Doom in this backline here, they're going to be looking for a kill, aren't quite going to be able to get it. Finally gets one, but Sojong got 2 kills overall of this fight, and that is more than enough value.
They put Ankonsuni on point. It's still on the side of APL Mercury. If I can just stall it out for as long as they can. They do have Doom up for the stall as well. Venture does try to go underground. Ball is still playing just along the point of the stall. That's a really nice punch on the Venture, forcing her out. Look at Soldier main. Just taking his time. Look at his health. Knows he can't go. He does have ult though if he wants for an engage.
He does, and that is really useful for recovering your health now with the recent, well, I say recent, it was like Doom buff. Look, it was before Overwatch 1.
Yeah, I would hope so. Okay, yeah. Nice try and look for the Wu Yang ult with the engage. It doesn't get as much value as they wanted to. Nice little boot from Alex to try and force the ball out for a little bit. Only 10% left for APL to win this match.
Here, and does pop it, is not going to find the value they were looking for. Not the best idea into a Kiriko with TP. Oh my god!
Oh, what a boop!
The environmental kill onto a Doom Fist! That is impressive. That is you have to see it and you just have to execute it in that moment before the opportunity goes. That might have just saved them the game as well.
That was a very good fight from LGS. Obviously, getting environment's kill on probably one of the most mobile tanks in the game is quite funny, but you never know. It happens sometimes. Looking at it for again, okay, Doom does get out with slap.
Yeah.
If that happened a second time. Yeah, I very much doubt it.
That's just embarrassing.
Tracer trying to set up the
being forced to rotate that back line, and
Blade out from Encore.
Kiri able to find that elimination. Now with Blade on the backline is not going to find a kill, but potentially there's follow onto Vendetta. Not with Encore, only on 70 health though. He has to reset, he has to get that Suzu. Now trying to push back it in, but with all of LGS rotated, he's not going to find the angle he needs, and that is going to be 2 kills out from LGS already. They APL do not stand much opportunity to resist here, especially with Venture top.
Control. Yeah. I think that's the final nail in the coffin. That's probably going to go into LGS. That's a nice pulse.
Ooh.
Oh, big
Oh
pulse!
no!
Humongous pulse!
They stuck together. The
beat
beat
down,
comes
beat down,
out.
beat down from
I don't
Alex.
think they were. I don't think they
Oh,
were
Doom does
thinking
get
that
touch.
Ball was about to touch there.
Oh,
They.
poor Doom.
What is it with this Lucio wasting beat? Honestly.
I don't know. I think that's 3 out of 3 beats I've seen that have been like, oh my day, the mines do get 2 picks. That's really unlucky.
That's really funny.
Encore's
I mean,
one
I
on
guess when
point,
you've
can't get
got
the
a
sustain.
Ball who can just root people into it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, I think this is weird.
I don't think it can live
LGS
any
just
longer.
fully rotated what was almost certainly a lost game.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, that boop kill on the Doom might have just cemented this, might have just cemented their win. The point was on 99%. It was in last fight territory, and Doom going off the map needs to engage. Is very sloppy, very close map.
Ah, it's not even the play.
It's nice, nice looking engage. Can't complain about that. I used to be a ball player. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that was a fight. Oh, that was a great first game. We're kind of getting a feel for how these teams play, but we might see once Zarya's able to be reintroduced. With her being very good in the meta right now, and there's no Dominus to kind of anchor her, she's
Yeah.
arguably the best tank in the pool for these teams. So I'm not going to be surprised if we do see more Zarya going through the rest of this match coming up.
It will make me very sad because I hate that to my core. Unfortunately, my team, my coach Theseus, are mainly a Zarya team. They don't really play much other than that. They really do love Zarya. Do I like it? Not really. But I find it quite boring. Granted, my Sig Monkey 2 trick, I can't really talk about boring. People say my tanks are boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are right. She's definitely one of the stronger tanks right now with teams like this where they seem to have good team coordination. They seem to understand the game pretty well. So I think it's definitely something that we could see.
Yeah, and the team's about to choose on a hybrid map. I'm interested to see what they go for here. Generally, these are widely considered good maps within Overwatch, but I think the potential for something like a King's Row Brawl could be a lot of fun. But we might see something a little bit more.
Yeah, we are going to
Okay.
Kings Row.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Kings Row.
I'm
Out of
glad of
those
it.
maps. Yeah, out of those maps. Oaken board I can get behind a little bit. I don't mind it. Second point's a little bit awful, but Numbani and Parisio, I think I would rather drink concrete. That is, yeah, I'm very happy to see Kings.
That's interesting phrasing. I'm not sure I've ever heard it before, but I,
I'm British.
I'd rather
I'm
not
British.
put that
I'm
to the
British.
test. I'll be honest.
So I've got a cold mouse really dry. Yeah,
That's fair.
Kings Row. I think probably the most popular map in the game. Granted, I think for old heads that have played the game for a lot longer, they still like it. I like it. It's still fun. Granted, I think sometimes when it's very repetitive and you play it a lot, it's literally called Scrims Row for most people.
Yeah.
It can get quite boring, but it's still a very good map.
It is interesting. Ooh, Hero Band's Venture here and Kiriko. Venture we saw was doing very well last game, consistently picking up kills and being a real pain in LGS's behind. But Kiriko also again just an all-round great choice. Suzu is arguably the best ability in the game, and when you've got players like these who know how to use it, it becomes a force to be reckoned with. Being able to counter ults and so much potential is such a potent ability and skill people can use that I'm I'm glad these teams don't necessarily have that powerhouse in play for this next match.
Yeah, I think I don't. Again, I won't complain about Kiri ban. Hate the character. Stupid. Does too much. My opinion. Hate it. Awful.
I
But
feel like you
the
hate
vent.
most things in Overwatch,
Yeah.
which is the
Yeah.
sign of a true Overwatch fan. So
Yeah. Yeah. I hate a lot. There's not a lot I don't. I like Anna Brigg, Winston, monkey comps. I like poke comps. Uh, Not a fan of brawl. I find it boring. Um, I like dive comps, but I don't like greasy dive comps. So I don't like diva dives. I don't like hazard dives. I like specific things in this game. There's some stuff which I do genuinely hate. Kyria, I just don't like the character design. I get why people play it though. But yeah, I think Venture Band's quite smart, especially for this map. Very enclosed, very easy to look for engages. I cannot complain for banning her here.
yeah, absolutely, we are coming in now, going past the bell,
Oh,
and
what did I say? Hazard. We look like a kind of a hazard dive, like kind of half brawl, half
no, no,
dive.
no, no, no. I like this. I like this. Hazard Lucio Bap. I've
Oh,
seen Lucio Bap a
LGS.
lot.
Oh, I like LGS's comp. Oh, splendid. I love this. I love May with
I,
Sig.
I,
This is
I
a
like
lot of
both
fun.
of these cups. I think this is going to be a really good match. Actually, I've seen Hazard Lucio. Oh wait, no, I've seen Lucio Bap plenty,
Yeah, Lucy
and
Bat very, very common.
especially with
That
like a
one.
Genji and a Sojourn. Um, I think the choice to run that with Hazard is really interesting. Should work quite well. Hazard being a solid pick right now, and this is probably a consistent more than anything. But LGS's sustain comp just to try and wait out their opponent's pushes is really interesting. And we're already seeing them rotate onto the high ground here, but it is on the it's quite far away from point, so they are going to have to spend some time rotating
Yeah.
here, and it is a difficult lane to cross with such a long-range team.
Yeah, lovely little pick early from Cute Cat, from Cute Cat Boy on the hash. I love that name. Yeah, this sig poke comp very easily going to be able to poke out their rotations really hard. Even in the brawls, even when it wants to look for brawl scenarios, having the May will be able to put it up just to maybe cut off the hazard. Really nice, really clean fight from LGS.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, interesting how this map is positioned. It makes sense. Bat
Yeah.
is a character with relatively little damage and healing fall off. No healing fall off, really.
Yeah,
And
no healing fall off.
but almost no
Oh.
personal survivability. So to have him so far back does make a lot of sense. But with Rawman overcommitting that is going to be an early pick for APL as they speed boost their teammate in and ultimately try to push it up, able to pick off LGS one by one where they're so spread out. It makes them really susceptible to these dives, to these punches, and it's going to mean they've almost certainly lost first point here with relatively little potential to fight back and retake space.
I mean, this hazard's definitely kill. This hazard's definitely killable. Sig does collapse, doesn't get the rock off in time. That is quite
And
unlucky.
even
Hazard
if
does die though.
which he does,
Yeah, that's
it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
APL have pretty much guaranteed the objective here.
They have, unfortunately. I'm upset. We do see a swap onto Ram Bastion. I can't blame them. It's a sort of smart swap here. The Ram can definitely live a lot longer on the front line against the Haz, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
But slightly boring.
Ram's still really not great, and against the non-shield, the benefit of punching through it
That's
isn't
really,
necessarily
really
there.
good Blizzard.
Income does fall to that male, and we're gonna see APL LG are able to retake Bastion's an interesting choice. Bastion is still a very solid character, and potentially being able to gun down Hazard is going to be really useful.
Yeah, I think they're kind of swapping to the whole plan of just burn their engage instead of prevent the engage, if that makes sense. But bear in mind, they pretty much have Bastion ult. It's been one fight and they already
Hazard
have
comes
it.
out here, able to get one kill off the back of it, not going to find a second. Raw Mini gets that kill onto Absentina. This is absolute chaos on the point here. Half the lobby is dead, and who of the stragglers will remain victorious? We shall find out.
I believe it's going to be LGS with the Ram sat on point. Very nice. I would say overzealous. Downpour, very very quick. Or Blade is
Ooh,
ripped
Blade
earlier.
coming out here, looking to get those 2 kills before the rest of the team can reset. That is a lot of effort put into one play, but is ultimately going to buy them 1.5 fights worth of time, so it is worth it.
Very 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 smart choice from Encore. Very very nice Blade. We do have Bastion and Wu Yang for re-engage, so I don't think LGS will be too scared, but this is definitely quite a nice, short, snappy fight. You cannot complain about that.
Yeah, potentially seeing Raw Mini and a Wu Yang ult combo here could be very, very potent if they're able to close the gap with their opponents. And we're going to see Hazard diving that Ram, who's already managed to get a kill onto the map in the backline, not having much mobility to escape. Ajax coming out! And that is...
I hate this Lucio. I'm sick and tired of it. Like, Alex, mate, we need to sort this out. These beats are summit. These beats are summit. If you're running the Lucio, you want a big value beat. Maybe just to shut down one of their ults, ideally maybe the Ram ult. Maybe shut down a Blizzard if you think you can live it, but you need to be more careful with these. If he gets a good beat, I'm going to shove him and shout. Nice window early though. Look for a really clean pick on the Soldier. Bit of a rotate left side, but oh, it's really nice. Really clean fight from APL. APL from LGS, sorry. Can't complain about
that. LGS pushing very far up here. Shocking for a sustained team to push that far up. That almost getting punished jumping onto that high ground. I'm not sure how much of a chance this team has here if they're going to be that aggressive, but
I mean, this kind of what sealed their fate on the first point. They just got a little bit too cocky, overextended a little bit too much, and led to the Sig getting picked. So I hope this isn't a reoccurring incident.
Ooh, Genji gets pulled off.
Beautiful.
They were waiting for their opponents to do that. That was really cleverly done. And the Waller from Hazard here on the ground is going to be similar, not quite as much damage. And with the ult being popped by Ramatra, that is going to lead to a lot of damage and a full swing back in that 1v1. Now, trying to get as much value as possible out of it is going to push up all the way and is going to retreat sensible. They almost lost last fight because they were too aggressive.
Okay, we are now approaching last fight territory. 3 ults, pretty much 5 ults from APL. We have 3, almost 4 from LGS. It's gonna be a very ult heavy fight coming up. Window is popped early though. Look at Ram looks to zone out the back now to make the window useless. Bat does get 1 HP. Lamp is forced. Soldier 1, really nice shot into the Soldier.
That's nice. Now, no one on point. 5 seconds left. Blade does come out, but with Lucio solo, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Did Catboy jump off the map?
Catboy killed himself with the Bastion nade. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, Alex, lock in. We have beat. It is the only ult on the field. Please use this properly.
This is somehow the least serious Overwatch match I have ever watched.
Oh,
finally a good beat coming out here with the window as well. We are going to see a full push up from APL. Not quite able to get the value they want from it, not finding a kill, and Cute Catboy going to punish Snum for it.
Okay, I think that's probably gonna seal their fate. Yep. Okay. I am look, Catboy. We are.
There's only
not
one Blizzard on the objective.
Yeah. Okay. Alex, improvement. You hit multiple teammates with that beat. Good job. Do I think it was good? No. Oh, from my standpoint, you need to be patient with beats. You had plenty of time to wait. You rushed and engaged there. That was the last thing you needed to do. Ah, very entertaining map so far. I'm enjoying this.
You gotta love the barrels.
I'm quite, I really enjoyed the Sig. I'm upset that they swapped so early. I'm upset that they swapped so early. I was hoping to see more. Hopefully, if we get an escort map, I want to see some poke. We do. Oh, hang on a minute. Are we gonna see a monkey dive from LGS? This will make me very happy if we do. LPL
Oh my
sticking
god,
with
it's
Prism
low
to
poly
same
Big
comp.
Ben.
That is low poly Big Ben. Okay, we're seeing a very okay. I'm praying this is just like a little bit of fun. I guess I doubt they're gonna stick this comp. Bat Blue with the monkey's gonna very struggle. Is gonna struggle a lot into this ram comp.
Maybe. It might just be to take high ground on the first objective, though.
It could be, but this backline's gonna struggle with these rotations with the
Q
Bat Blue
Catboy
into that
probably
broom comp.
looking for a headshot kill early
Yeah.
on. Isn't going to find it. APL know to hide from such a dominating presence. And already very low. Is Ram going to find a kill?
Oh my Catboy, are we okay? What's going on? That's unlucky.
I didn't
That's
think they
very
were
unlucky.
actually going to do it.
Yeah, I do. I think they got a little. I don't think peeking the round's gonna do anything there, so slightly silly.
Oh,
Well, that's a
focus
really
speed
nice
does
pick
not
from
work.
Encore.
Encore getting that kill. Now a full rotate, but with Winston being pushed off, they have to reset. And Winston looking low. Is
Yeah.
Clean going to be able to get away, or are they just going to look for a bit of damage onto Ramatra here?
Clean
They do
needs to walk
both.
out. Okay, we do get Lamb Force, which is unlucky. They need to have a slow fight to get this Lamb back up. They need to be very careful playing the monkey into this Ram. If the Ram has form, he is going to be terrifying for this front line and back line. They need to be very careful how they engage. That is a bubble of all time from
It is.
from
one of
fucking
them.
LGS.
Draws out some primary fire, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
oh.
I mean, we see him already half health and already forcing out that lamp.
That's a
Oh,
nice
cool
bubble.
down this.
That's a nice bubble. Zoning out
Lucio
Lucio.
looking low is going to survive though. Encore able to get a kill on that backline. LGS not having much stopping power or ability to control space here. I mean, literally, Lucio's laughing in the face of Winston right now.
Alex having kind of a blast, just kind of booping the monkey around, denying his engage. Even see, look, even when he does get aid engage, he does land on height. It's a lot of potential. That's a nice jump. That's really,
good
really
dive
nice.
though, but on 40 health, he's not going to be able to do much more. Is there going to be the follow up from the rest?
It's
of
definitely
LGS
winnable. It's
to
still
be able to
winnable.
get the
Definitely
kills
winnable.
they need here? Looking to find one onto Ash on the high ground is not quite going to be able to do it. And with Encore popping ult immediately after getting a kill, it is not going to happen.
I think they definitely overlooked the Ram on 1 HP. If they just, I think if Echo saw the Ram on low HP and we pop beam on that Ram, that was 100% winnable. That's really unlucky.
Absolutely. No.
We do see pretty much every ult from LGS coming up again. Obviously, Mercury just using the blades here do have an advantage in the ult economy, but they still need to be careful how they dive. This is a nice dive from Monkey. Unfortunately, invested bubble and just forcing out this soldier. Nice pick
Soldier
though.
gets punished, and now Storm looking just to survive as long as they can on the objective here. Finally, a strong push from LGS.
Alex
with
investing the
the
beat.
drone to get the beat. I mean, look, you may be able to counter your opponents if you just steal the best ult in the game.
I don't know how I feel about that beat, Alex. Again, I just think it's going to be a common occurrence. I'm sorry, Alex, but yeah. Again, definitely one of the beat. That's quite nice.
Getting the juggle off. They finally got Winston to work the way they wanted them to. And they only need to get about halfway here through this objective. Although it is through a pretty tough choke point in this midsection.
We do swap onto the Ram May. Very smart. No point trying to force Monkey on this part of the map. It's very, very hard into this Ram comp. Again, I probably wouldn't have stuck my Monkey on first, but if I'm being honest, it was very, very hard. It was really working out for them. Ooh. That's a really nice pick onto Encore.
Now the overclock coming out here from Sojourn alongside a window just to counter it, stop their opponents from peeking potentially, is going to work a little bit, is going to provide them that bit more edge over their opponents, but ultimately isn't going to enable a kill, which is kind of what they need. Absentina does fall to May. That is going to give APL the opportunity to swing wider if they want to, and Cute Catboy finding the same opportunity.
Again, nice win. It's gonna be a very, very hard retouch for them here. They don't have any ults in the bank apart from Bob. I believe Ash is still far back in spawn. Nice little vortex onto the back line.
But Bob is going to be needed to touch here if they stand any chance. And Bob comes out.
Oh, he's
Does
touching.
not
Does he?
get moved
Bet.
off the point yet, but does fall pretty much instantly. And
Yeah.
LGS has done it.
That's another map down for LGS. Very. I would say I wanted to say that last fight was close, but I think as soon as they got those early picks, that last fight was pretty much doomed to fail. It was going to be very, very hard to re-engage that. And we did look at the play of the game from Encore. So far, this is my definitely my player of the match. Very, very clean, very nice blades. Engage has been quite nice. Yeah, this is good. I like this.
Neither of these matches so far have been especially distant, with not no team having a runaway lead. It's been very close, except for first point on Samoa, but generally teams just need a moment to reset, get locked in, and get ready for a match. So there's certainly potential for APL to reverse sweep here, but with LGS only needing to win one more game, it is unlikely.
Yeah, very. That's it. Like you said, no, not. What's the word? Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, very very close maps. Cannot complain about this. Very entertaining so far. I think. I think APL have a very very strong core. Looking at their team, definitely winnable. For APL, sorry. Um, I think they have the players to do it. I think their comps need some work, clearly. But I think they need to look at their engages a lot more. I mean, it's for both teams. Their engage has been slightly off-timed in terms of how
Yeah.
they're looking to engage. Like the angles they're taking for the engage aren't exactly thought out from how I look at it. But yeah, definitely very very close so far.
The Yeah, these teams, you can see why they're lower down, but there's in the roster, but you can definitely see there's potential there for them to definitely improve. And I think that there's just a little bit of things based on either communication or mechanical skill that, with a little bit of adjusting and perhaps more team cohesion, maybe they just need to play together longer. They are going to be able to make it into those playoffs, that top eight, if they work hard enough at it.
Yeah, 100%. We can look at some of the other scores from tonight. We have Mythical MPRG versus Kinetic Circus, which was 2-0 to Kinetic Circus. And we have APL Terror versus Berlin Monks, and that was 2-0 to Berlin Monks. Again, I cannot talk. I can't talk in detail about these teams. Haven't seen them play. Haven't seen them play much. Oh, but both maps are still ongoing. Sorry, that is my mistake.
But I mean,
Completely my
it's
bad.
just from a numbers thing, it's looking pretty heavily leaning towards those two teams, which mean it's potentially not going to be a great day for APL overall. APL
Yeah.
Terra are one of the higher up teams in the league. We saw them the other day on stream. Actually, if you want to check that out, you can check out our YouTube Crown Cup or Crown Cup Overwatch. You can find us on YouTube. That we upload all the VODs there, and Terra had a pretty strong game earlier on.
I mean, I have previously worked with APL. Granted, I did work with APL Seoul, which is one of the top teams in the basically running their Junkrat ball comps. Very fun team to work with. I enjoyed my time with them. Um, it's a very very big org. Clearly, they're very. There's quite a lot of APL teams in this tournament. I think there's like 8 different APL teams in this tournament, so it's definitely a bigger org. Um, some teams definitely a lot weaker than others. I don't. It's a very broad org. Still looking at it. We do see map pick for
No, Circuit
APL.
Royale.
We do see a circuit
Uh,
pick. Now
the duality of Overwatch fans.
this is going to go one. I'm gonna cry. LGS, you have made me very upset with these bans. Um, I I'm very upset seeing a Sigma ban. This is going to pretty much force a Brawl Mirror or some Diva to be played. APL do ban the May, which means these Brawl comps. It's either going to be probably a double hit scan mirror, or this is going to be some strange, probably maybe some maybe just some Reaper brawls, maybe some Sim if we're lucky, maybe some like Sim TP stuff for this map. But yeah,
Sigma's an interesting ban, and um, without Domina in play to be the best tank in the game, you're kind of getting forced into probably rematch from maybe an Orisa. Orisa is not the strongest right now, and quite possibly even just Zarya. Not necessarily even because she's good on this map, but because she's good in general.
yeah, I think like very very possible. I think I'll pretty much put my money on it being Ram. We could maybe see a ball come out like we saw on first map. It's sort of
Potentially,
possible. It's
and without
sort
the
of
May
possible.
to block him off and slow him down, it does look better.
Yeah, I think more than likely with how these teams have been playing, it will be a Ram mirror. Do I think that's gonna be fun? No, it's gonna depend a lot on the DPS. If it's a Ram mirror, the Rams don't really do a lot on this map. It is just walk, block, walk, block, walk, block. Every now and then for a for a vortex. Excuse my language. Yeah, it's it will be. I will put money on. It will be a Ram mirror.
Yeah, that's probably what we're looking at. I think the double hit stand could be interesting. Probably an Ash, possibly Cassidy.
Ooh,
We are
okay.
going to see APL starting off with Encore on Widow. We saw that before from Cute Catboy. Didn't work great for them, but perhaps without a ram to poke them out for. Oh no, there is a ram to poke them out for 5
Yep,
minutes. Never
there is
mind.
a Ram. Yeah. I mean, both of these comps again. I'm strange, very strange. LGS Hex. I like the Ram. I like the Ash. Venture. It could work. Don't know about that backline. Alari Kiri is going to be very strange. LPL Mercury pretty much running their Doom dive. But Encore probably going to look for an opening pick. Will it happen? Probably not. And then we're going to see him probably swap to Genji, let's be honest. And here we go.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see AR and Kiri last. We're either going to see Kiri swap to Bap or AR swap to someone like Elysium, maybe someone
Ooh!
with maybe
Encore does get an opening pick.
Yeah, Uncle does early on onto Cute Catboy, not winning those sniper duels whatsoever. Of course, we know Ram is a sniper. Now, Doom looking for an opportunity out here, and oh, very crafty Lucio keeps there, but he's going to find a kill onto that front line, and that's gonna reduce a lot of the pressure onto the back line of LGS.
Yeah, it's quite hard to force this corner on this Doom comp. They kind of need multiple angles to engage if they're running the Doom. It's going to take a lot of pressure off of the Doom. Can they do it here? Probably not. The Doom's going to be very, very low a lot of the time. It's pretty much one engage or not. So they need to be very, very quick.
Now, Doom does have the supercharged punch here. Probably looking for a feminine opening to take it. It's going to get a lot of damage onto that back line. And Kiri looking pretty much full health now. Maybe this backline is working, but yeah, again, maybe not. You know, looking at the kill feed, I changed that.
Yep. I very much doubt this will work. It's like I've worked with some very strange teams. You can play anything, you can make anything work. Do I think this is something that should work? No. Is it going to work into a team that kind of has a good backline going on from APL side? No. Another nice pick from Encore to Cute Catboy.
Probably initially planning just to play Widow for a minute or so and running with it as far as they can on a map with such long sightlines and cracked aim like that. There's no point not to.
I'm not sure about the swap onto the Soldier if from Cute Catboy, since this Widow's kind of been very dominant so far in this map. You pretty much forced into a Widow mirror. You're not going to be able to get on top of this Widow with the Ram comp. It's been very hard to force her out. You need something to be on top. You need something to try to apply some pressure, and that's the way for him to do it.
But I believe it was LGS running Genji before.
It wasn't. It was.
So,
No. Was it? I'm not sure.
I don't know. But Genji is probably your best bet here, although not great on second Real. And Widow's still dominating, regardless.
That was.
I never thought Widow would dominate the matchup like this.
I've never seen a Ram lose to a Widow in Ram form, running down a Widow, and he loses. That's very rare to see. I was in ult. He was in ult as well.
He was in ult. To be fair, it was a 3v1, but still the confidence of that Widowmaker to stay there and be like, no, I'm just gonna get him down. It works, and APL managing to get a play out onto here. Suzu is forced to be popped, and Lucio, looking to get a kill into this backline here, manages to get the assist from Absentina to confirm it. Almost Ajaxing because they jumped with that ult, but is going to come into the enemy backline here, gets 2 kills off the beat, and hopefully going to find a third.
They do get the third. Okay, I think we can put that down as the first good beat from Alex this entire game. That was a good beat. I will not deny it. Very good, Alex. Good job.
I'm just expecting them to emote. And
oh, what LGS? What are you doing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I get that. I sort of understand the Hanzo swap. Sort of, it does apply some pressure to Widow. Why are you on Roadhog?
Hanzo Roadhog Wu Yang? Have they just thrown in the towel?
I haven't seen a Wu Yang swap. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I guess. Oh, let's counter the Doom. I do not think Doom is the issue here. I do not think Doom is the issue. You just use that vape, and my hog gets obliterated by a Widow. Splendid. This is. I do not understand what's their thought process behind this.
I mean, maybe if they don't know what they're doing, neither will our teams. Is that the idea?
Maybe. Okay. I think that overwhelmed by the Hanzo that the Doom decides to int.
I think the theory's working. Not sure if it should be, but it
shouldn't. It shouldn't. They have pretty much 3 minutes on the clock for APL to attack this point. They just need to compose themselves against this hog. This hog realistically should not be able to do anything on this map.
Getting a lot of damage off that. He's going to be booped, uses the health pack to survive, literally jumping over the edge of the map. Does fall, but deals quite a lot of damage to the backline here. Roadhog not able to hook this. It's a pretty difficult shot on such a fast target. And finds the hook now. Able to deal a lot of damage, is going to retreat and fall back. Oh, but with open close, just killing that backline. It's not.
Oh, big hook!
Nasty hook though. That was it.
Okay, very, very nice. I'm seeing a very common... Again, nice hook onto Alex, having a little bit of fun jumping around. Might be trying to imitate Frogger.
Is now online.
We do have a whole hog coming up for next fight. I'm seeing a very common occurrence with the Venture from LGS. They're getting punched every single time they're trying to dig. I think you can see why you don't try and dual dooms on Venture now. Hopefully we don't see that keep going on. But okay, she does set up in the exact same place, trying to set up outside to control the mini. Do I think this is smart? No.
They do have tectonic shift now.
Yeah, we have tectonic shock. We have whole hog. We have window. We have pretty much all 5 ults. Very good ult bang.
Punching me out here, not going to end up doing a turn. Roadhog potentially looking for an opportunity to boot their opponents off the map. No way! Is this going to be the second Doom environmental? Oh!
Oh my big boot from Alex on the whole hogging hog. Very, very nice. Kiri is 1 HP in the backline. Doom does full encore catches that we see dragon.
Dragons come out here, but with the almost. Oh.
This is a fight of all
Alex
time.
Really committed that. Didn't quite get it, but did open up the opportunity there.
Okay, we did. Yep, APL did win that. Also, how the Widow dies to the hog? Question mark. Okay, unlucky with the hook. They're actually. This should not be working. APL, what are you doing? This is a very
able to get that
nice hook on the storm.
Instantly a nice hook.
Okay, again, approaching last fight territory. 2 ults from LGS, pretty much 3 ults from APL with the Doom almost being online. This can be very close. Soldier does get forced out, sliders already used. We need to look for a wheel, ideally to keep the fight going, or cute Catboy does get picked off by Absentina. Doom misses.
Just looking to recover health. Never been above
Doom.
300 in the past 30 seconds.
Doom very
With
low.
Wu Yang coming out, that is going to be a lot of potential damage. And the Widow is going to force the entirety of LGS Hex to retreat with that B and aerial pop for Mercurius. They are going to find a lot of speed and distance, but with no
What?
seconds left
Oh,
in
that's
the
a
timer,
silly what?
they have
Storm.
to be touching.
Okay, that is a very, very silly play from the Doom from the side of APL. That is really, really silly. Lamp is down on point. Oh, that OC popped? No, okay, they almost had a C. That very, very, very close fight. Very close attack. APL did lovely pizza from the venture from LGS. Very, very, very silly play from APL's Doom. That was a stupid play, trying to hold the hog in spawn when he has a hook in his pocket. You should not be getting that close. There is no reason to get that close.
Look, sometimes you just get into it a bit too much.
Sometimes your brain
Yeah.
goes a bit silly. This is well known that I think I see why they're playing Doom with Alex. These two being clearly kind of hot-headed. Oh, we do see a pause come out.
Probably a technical issue. We are going to see what that's about in a minute. But I'm interested to see what comes of the rest of this game so far. We saw a very early lead from APL Mercurius, but looking at LGS, they were able to hold very comfortably towards the end of that. The Wu Yang Hanzo Roadhog swap did, I can't believe I'm saying this, work. So,
It did work.
You know, maybe all Overwatch theory is stupid and we should all start running Brig Mercy.
Let's not go that. Let's not go that. Let's not go that far.
Hanzo
Let's not go
comes?
that far. No, let's not go that.
Just throw
let's
everything
not
out the
go that
window.
far. Okay. Very, very silly comps. Somehow it worked. APL, I just don't. They should have just settled for a moment. What are we going to see now? Please be. I want to see some form of sensible comps. Okay, I can work with that. Zenkiri, a sort of playable backline.
No, that works.
Look, it's better. It's better than a Lari Kiri. It's definitely better than a Lari Kiri. I'm not going to speak about LGS for the rest of that. APL again we're trying to run the Doom comp with Encore on the Widow.
I mean, Cute Catboy, we've seen notoriously not great at sniper duels.
Yeah.
He's going to try and win a sniper duel against Encore here. Who was doing incredibly well at sniper duels.
In Catboy's
There's a chance.
Okay, look. In Catboy's defense, okay, I will not defend his whole silly ram, the whole King's Row incident, but ignore that. He hasn't been on Widow. He's only been on Ash and Hanzo. So, he does look. See?
Yeah, fair. I was.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Look,
okay, what is this?
Hanzo aim training clearly works for Widow. What can I say?
Okay, very, very quick fight. Oh, I spoke too soon. Encore does win the Widow against Catboy. That is a shame. Encore kills a Zen as well. Alex trying to do a venture. Okay, Monkey very, very low is forced out, so Venture looks for an engage, does kill the Widow. Very scrappy fight.
Now, Storm B, K2, to get the killer here, and manages to find a punch and clean hit onto their opponent. Now, just trying to hold and clear this angle. There's not much Doom can do here. If they overcommit just a little bit, they're going to get punished, but as soon as the Monkey swings out, they're able to swing back in themselves.
That's a really nice punch.
Confirm 2 kills overall. Now is going to look for another opportunity to re-engage. He's going to charge that punch. Isn't going to find a hit onto their opponent, but they are going to be forced back.
Yeah, still a nice engage. Forcing right side of the room. A little bit more space that they can control. we do have Doom ult, so they can kind of have Storm can get away with a sloppy engage if he wants it. We do see Kitsu for LGS ready to be popped, so it's going to be really, really close for this next fight.
Absolutely. The low punch coming out here just to retreat, and the dive from Winston comes out is not going to do as much. I need to stop saying comes out. They're not a gay person in June.
Very, very, very nice Kitsu. Did force a lot of space. Can the monkey live? He's very, very like nice punch onto Lucio though. Venture hit, Lucy half no armor. We do have Tectonic Shock if we want to invest it. I don't think they will. I doubt APL will be able to get a touch from this. Oh, they do try it. We do invest Shock. Nice pick onto big man Alex.
Now
Solid slides.
Diving the high ground here, looking to get an opportunity into the opponent's backline, is going to find it just a little bit, but with the point capped, LGS already has the advantage and benefit they wanted from this fight.
Okay, very, very clean engages from this monkey. I think they've kind of realised that they can get away with zoning out backline a lot more than APL is going to. If there's like for LGS, they're zoning out a Widow and the Soldier. This having the Winston mark double hit scan is really, really nice. But for LGS, it's quite hard for a Doom to mark a Venture and an Ash at the exact same time. That's quite hard.
Now, Raw Mimi probably looking to use Primal at some point in this fight, get that juggle onto the back line, but it depends when, especially when Encore has popped there, but it has run off cooldown now, and now they pop it. Already half health, they're probably going to die in it getting punished, and without being able to really defend their backline during it because they're just so hyper-focused on getting those kills. It's going to leave an opportunity for Storm to get those kills they need and aren't going to find it. A beat comes out here, just going to give the survivability APL need.
Oh, that's a really nice punch.
They were expecting Doom finally gets a punch that connects. Are they going to find another? No, they won't quite. They will? Never mind. Ignore it.
Very, very nice fight. Very clearly, Storm carrying that fight. I mean, we did see both beats come out from Alex and Iblu. There we go. We'll call it Iblu. Very, 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 very nice fight from APL. Cannot complain about that. And we are going to see Bob and Kitsu put down for LGS. It's going to be a really, really, that's a really nice pick onto Soldier and getting quite greedy on that open angle. Bob is put down onto point as well.
Ooh, a nasty combo there from Storm. Able to get 2 kills, and that's gonna allow. Wait.
I think they forgot about that. Doom forgot about the Bob on point, and it forced him to get very, very low. And that will happen if you forget about Bob on point.
I was not expecting LGS to even remotely win that. As soon as you've lost both supports, you're basically dead in the water. But
don't underestimate the big mechanical guy in the top hat.
Came here for, I guess. 3 minutes on the clock. They've got to get to the end of point. I'm not sure they'll be able to do it.
Yeah, I think they can. If this is last map territory. I think the Winston here is very strong, especially against the Doom. Yeah, they can definitely win this.
For Winston as well.
Yeah, and having him already have prime.
Some verticality.
Yep, he already has this. He pretty much has the primal online. That's a really lucky pick to be on top. With Catboy looking for the sniper duel. Can he win it? Oh, Catboy does win it.
Now Curry looking low. He does get nearly killed. We're going to see Storm looking for that boot. Oh, just about misses, but he's able to get a kill themselves onto the Catboy.
Very strange positioning from cute Catboy, just kind of ignoring the Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's what they've been doing most of the game, right?
Kind of. Very, very strange. Okay, they need to look to force out Encore here. If they just let him stay on that top corner, it's going to be very, very. That's a lovely punch.
And there's a lot of ults in play right now on the field, so I'm interested to see what the teams do with them. But with Doom having such a strong punch, they might be able to knock Winston off. Won't quite. Really going for that environmental kill. Is going to be able to get Venture, but with the point still being pushed, it's not necessarily a bad fight for LGS, even if they lose.
Yeah, very, very smart. Making sure someone stays back to push the point, making it a lot harder to put. That's really unlucky. That's really unlucky from LGS. Lucio getting caught inside against the Disruptor. I think they can probably live this if they keep carrying
Ooh,
out. Oh, that's a lovely punch.
Doomfist using ult just to reset, able to recover, get some health back, and will charge the next punch, but that only lasts 20 seconds now.
Yeah, very. I don't think that the Doom ult is necessary. We have Bob and Beat for LGS. So far, I
Yeah,
think
and
LGS have definitely had
1
a
minute
better.
left. Ooh,
Yeah,
Bob's
1 minute
already
left.
offline. They have two more fights to go, and let's be real, without those ults they need,
Yeah,
they've really got to clutch it up. They've really
okay.
got to work hard for this now.
Yeah, I think in terms of LGS versus APL, they're again a lovely pick
Oh,
from Storm. The
so
beats have
many
definitely been
environmentals.
better. Yeah, the beats have definitely been better from the side of LGS. So this, if they can get this beat online, it's definitely winnable. Soldier does pop OC, getting caught below,
Bob
does
does come
die.
out, and the beat response from APL is going to buy them time. Not quite the reset they were looking for, with the Suzu as coming out as well.
This is
And
definitely winnable,
Fletcher getting the
100% winnable.
kill. Palmer also getting it with the jump pack. That only deals 1 damage if I remember correctly.
It does a lot more than one, but
Jump pack landing, not jump pack midair. Sorry.
It's really, really close. Susie was pops and trying to save the soldier. Lucy's trying to touch a little
Almost
bit.
Ajaxes. Does Ajax?
Okay, and that is, I believe that is a 3-0. Yeah, that is a 3-0 from LGS Hexed. Very, very, very clean.
Yeah.
Again, very scrappy last
Very
fight.
scrappy,
Yeah.
especially towards the end there.
I'll be deadly honest. I think APL got a little cocky at the end. I think they got a really nice pick on. I think it was onto Lucio, I believe. That was a really clean first pick, and they thought, oh, we've got this. And then completely ignored the monkey zoning height, pretty much making Encore unable to play the game. And then as soon as the monkey leaves to go back to point, Encore gets pushed by the Venture, so their Widow is pretty much unable to play the game for that entire last part of the map. That was not fun.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an interesting match. Certainly some of the Overwatch of all time, but it had its ups and downs. I still think it was a lot of fun to cast, and I hope it was a lot of fun to watch. But if you want to see our other matches, I would heavily recommend going checking out our YouTube channel, Crown Cup. I mentioned it earlier. It is a great place to go just to watch all of our VODs. Now, who do we think was the MVP there?
You go first. I'm stuck between two people. I'll let you go first. I have my kind of. I could say them both since they're technically different roles, but I have my people. Who do you go for?
Um, I mean, part of me wants to say cute cat boy, but ultimately,
can I ask why, please? Please tell me why.
I don't think I need to say why. Ultimately,
is it because of their name?
I think it goes to the tank. I think tanks always do so much in Overwatch, and
okay,
we saw a strong performance there from Winston, especially in that last game.
Rora Mimi.
Yeah, Romy.
Okay, I'll be deadly honest. I'm kind of on the same boat as you, but I liked Rora Mimi because I saw the Sig, I saw the Winston. The Ram was fun. Ram was actually surprisingly fun to watch. I like all those heroes. They're fun to watch. I cannot complain as a tank player. Although, as much as APL struggled, I think for me, Encore's my man of the match. I think it was a very, very good display. On the Genji, on the Widow, getting some really nice picks on the last map. I have to give it to Encore, in my opinion.
Encore did do very well. You rarely see you the teams have elected
they've chose their MVPs.
Hex, yeah, LGS Hex have chose Storm BMK2 as their MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't blame them because that Doom was very pesky.
Yeah, Doom.
Yeah.
Sorry. I've got brain fog right now.
Oh, don't
This
worry
is
about it.
taking a minute.
Yeah, but yeah, I completely understand why they went with Doom. Playing against a Doom player that seems to have hands, the punches were like some of their punches were quite big. Definitely winning fights. Some of those punches, I think, it was kind of just a whole round team thing from APL. Maybe not having the best in terms of coaching staff. I'm not sure. Very like some maps were very clean. Some maps were very You didn't they didn't really have a lot. I think we're still waiting for
Uh,
APL to pick their man
yeah,
of the match.
I believe we are going to love you and leave you there, and we will see you next time on Crown Cup.